Morning. Happy Monday. Comes before you know it. Welcome to my weekly finds show. Got some good vintage variety. A lot of paperweights found their way to me today, or this week, I should say. I've got a few critters, some dogs, some owls, some cats, some birds. So that's fun. I do have a few pre-bids, which I'll hold off doing until we have a few people in. So please make sure that you check the store and look at anything. If you would like me to pull it up, just let me know. I'll run that first. Otherwise, I will go in order according, I think it's alphabetical. I do know that the first item that's on my list, and I got to show this because this is amazing, brings back memories of my childhood, is this piece of wonderful art. Not really, but it's an old steamer trunk. But before we get there, let me turn this around and say hello to everybody. I'm Stacy, and this is hi Shabam. Welcome in. This is Weekly Finds, and I do a Thursday show. By the way, my Thursday show is already preloaded, and it is the theme that this week is milk glass. So it's Milk Glass Lovers Unite. And I have a lot of Fenton hobnail milk glass and a few other makers, and some painted stuff. So if you're into the milk glass, now's the time to look at it. I have some good prices in there. So thank you for joining my show. And we'll have a lot of vintage variety. I have a couple of glowy pieces, and I'll show those off. But let me show you this really wonderful. This is the first item on my list here. And I don't know how I'm going to, it's pretty big. So let me see if I can back this up and still balance the camera. Okay. So it is metal. And then when it does have a handle on the top, look at that, a carrying handle. So that tells me that's up. And it has its original, and there it is. All of these little clothes come with it. I'll show the little clothes. But it is a Barbie or a doll steamer trunk. Check this out. Hi, Stella. All there. The drawer even has its original handle. The door slides in and out just fine. Oh, we found another little piece of vintage something. Looks like a little pleather purse, but it is just amazing. So it's all there, no scratches. Hi, Angie. No scratches, no issues with it. Hi, PSW. But look at that. Isn't that amazing? 1950s. And it just comes with a bunch of different little doll clothes. So here's a little dress. Looks like maybe Barbie. Or maybe it's not a dress. Maybe it's just a cover up. Let's see. We've got this purse. It's got this little, I think it's supposed to be a purse. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just part of something. Maybe, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm just leaving all this in here because that's how I bought it. Another little dress. But look at the vintage on this. My goodness. Oh, look at the little bloomers. It's got a little hanger, a little plastic hanger in there. I don't know if this is original, Barbie stuff. Ooh, here's a little cover up. Little black cover up here. It's got this little shirt, but look at the total retro fabrics in this. Oh, I remember those. I remember these little buttons when I played with my Barbies on their clothes. I don't know, this might be some other type of doll clothes, but it's in there. Another little jumper. And then another little jumper. But this piece, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up since I'm showing it. I might as well run it. Move it to stage anyway. This looks like a shawl, little shawl cover up. Very soft fabric. Oh, I see. It's a button. That's a button connection. Hi, Sienna girl. And there is everything in its glorious wonder. just amazing. And we're going to start that at 40, excuse me, for 20 minutes, and it is running. Beautiful doll with all of these vintage clothing. So this is just my first item. I don't know why I'm most proud of it. I just think I couldn't believe that it was on the shelf still. And then it had all these clothes in it. So beautiful little 1950s steamer trunk for dolls, Barbie dolls or other dolls. Thanks for coming in, guys. Hi, Barnyard. Welcome in. All right, let's see. I have a couple of pre-bids. Let's go ahead. I'm going to start with the mushy because I love mushies. And we've got a pre-bid on this. It's not marked. When I looked it up, it didn't really come up as a maker per se. Let me get this going. But it is mostly green, but it has some copper in there. You can see the glow, the little glitters of the copper. And then it's just a little swirl with brown on top and some spatter. It is all glass. It is hollow, has the hole there, but it's a polished base on that. And that is going to start for 15. And we do have a pre-bid and it's running. I hope everyone's Monday is going well so far. Mondays are always hard, aren't they? The beginning of the week, we got to get our stuff together and get going, right? There you go, Pat. That's going to you. So pretty. Thank you so much. I never find mushrooms. Woohoo is right. All right. The next item we have is another, is kind of a paperweight. It is a paperweight. It has its original sticker. It is called Cristal France. I'll show you the sticker. Hi, beautiful. Welcome in. You can see it there. Partial sticker, Cristal France. I know sometimes they say these are Princess House or Avon, but this one is Cristal France, genuine lead crystal. And it has that snowflake design in it. A little bit of a concave base with the snowflake etched in the bottom, not really etched, but pressed, I guess, in the bottom. And that's going to start for 10 and it's running. Yeah, I found a lot of paperweights, and then I ended up getting a paperweight auction lot last Monday. So I counted that as my weekly finds. Looks like Pat's winning this one too. Pat, congratulations. I do double box the heavy. They do, especially for the holidays and stuff. I do double box. There's some scratching right there, Pat. I didn't disclose. Is that a problem? It looks like it. Is that going to be a problem? I can cancel that. Do you see the scratching right there? Okay. Yeah, you can usually polish those out. It's not a deep gouge, so all right. Just didn't disclose. I know, right? I just didn't disclose that. I try to look at them over carefully and tell you what's kind of wrong with them. So this next item this is my biggest one. It's huge, and it's heavy, but it is marked R. It's like a backwards R and then an H. It's Robert Hammond. It is similar to some other styles, but this one was marked. I think that he might have worked for a particular glass group because other artists made something similar. But it's beautiful. It's got the 5 red flowers with the bubbles inside of them, and then the green base little flowers on the bottom as well. That one's going to start at 20 and it's running. take a look in the shop. I do have some uranium glass today. You got it, Shellis. I'll pull that one up too. Thank you, Pat. Beautiful. You got some beautiful finds. And you're Susan. Thank you. I try to remember. I only know that PSW is Pat because she pre-bid and it says her real name. So Pat sounds better than PSW. Here's a couple of other really nice pre-bids on some beautiful art glass at good prices. This first one, these are both Jablonski, which is a glass maker in Poland. Adam Jablonski. This is a teardrop shape, and it has an original sticker there, A.K. Jablonski, made in Poland. I love these teardrop ones, especially when they have the little curve at the top. It is also signed. So if we didn't have that sticker, we would know that it's Adam Jablonski. Here's his initials here. It does have it must have had a sticker or something on the bottom because it's still a little sticky. I didn't clean that up, but one of my auction lots that I won, beautiful Adam Jablonski teardrop, and it has just some multicolored colored glass inside and some bubbles. Put it on. Oh, it's so beautiful. And it is going to start at 28 and it's running with a pre-bid. Not something you see very often. Yeah, the other Jablonski is really nice too. Thank you for your bids, everyone. It is a beautiful piece, totally worth that. Sells for more than that online too, so. Oh, looks like Pat ran away with that one. Thank you, Pat. Beautiful Jablonski. Polish. Is it really? It's my first time seeing this. I had a teardrop one like this that was a Murano. I can't think of who the artist. I can't remember who the artist was, but I fell in love with that one, and now I have this one, and Pat's going to go home with that one too. And the other one that is a Jablonski that has a pre-bid is this one. It's kind of a teardrop, but it's a three-sided paperweight. So it's in the teardrop shape, but it has like 3 flat sides. So here's 1 flat side, 2 flat sides, and then the 3rd flat side. There's the base. Again, there is his signature, AJ, and this one has its original sticker as well. And it says K8 something K Jablonski. Maybe this is, that looks like Adam Jablonski right there. That doesn't look like a K. Maybe that's his middle initial, but it has this, it looks like blue and green and pink swirl in the middle of it. Excellent condition, no issues. It has a pre-bid and it's running. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. I love Polish pieces. I had a piece of Polish pottery. I forgot to, I didn't add it because my husband was cleaning it up for me. But yeah, guys, it's a beautiful piece. These are so nice. I would say these, besides my Murano paperweights, these two are the nicest ones that I've had on knickknacks. Thank you so much for your bids. Pat, looks like you're going to take that one home too. Congratulations. And thank you so much. Gorgeous. I love it. And I was just saying, I do double box my paperweights. So we had a request and a pre-bid on this beautiful green and yellow speckle. Is he a master in Bohemian? I love Bohemian anything. I should show you my Bohemian. What did I get? Oh, I will show. I think did I put it on here? I might have put it on knickknacks. If you look at my buy it now, I have some cameo, Bohemian cameo, blue and white, beautiful glasses. But here is this green and green and yellow speckled paperweight. This is a new one for me too. It has a concave instead of a polished pontil. It is concave, but it is smooth. It doesn't have any issues other than it needs to be polished up. I should have brought my glass cleaner and cleaned these a little better. But it is running for $10 and has a pre-bid, and I'm running it right now. I just added another one before the show. So if you're into the paperweights, I have this blue one that it seems older. It has a rough pontil, which I haven't seen in paperweights so far. And so and it has some scratches, I think, consistent with an older, and I put old instead of antique because I don't know the age. It's just old. There you go, Susan. Congratulations on that cute little green and yellow speckled paperweight. You're so welcome. Thank you. The next pre-bid I have is on these cute little dirty, and I apologize for that, Otagiri owl pepper and salt and pepper shakers. I didn't have a chance to clean them. I just got them yesterday. I got this price tags off of them, but they're actually marked Otagiri 1981. Beautiful, no chips, no condition issues, original stoppers. There's even an original Otagiri sticker on this one. And we do have fall coming up, so owls are the best little... Yeah, I know, huh? It didn't. But these are cute little owl Otagiri salt and pepper shakers. They have a pre-bid, $10, and they're running. Oh, I'm going to be doing a salt and pepper shaker show. I put these up because I usually, when I do weekly finds, if I find it during the week, I put it up. And if it doesn't sell, it goes into my salt and pepper shaker. But I will be doing a salt and pepper shaker show. There you go, Susan. Congratulations. And I know my notes say this, but I do bundle. And I will return any overage of shipping. I had a show on Saturday, and oh my gosh, I don't know what happened, but it didn't combine shipping, and then the shipping got all really weird. Poor people. If you were part of my show and bought something, I did write you and let you know that there was a glitch, and I did refund all of that overage in shipping, and I do that if it's $1 or more. Hi, Minnie. Welcome in. Do I have any more pre-bids? I do. So here is this, what I consider an older... it does have some scratching. I did put that in there, some surface scratches. No chips or anything, just that it's been used, all right? It's been displayed. Here is the pontil also has all these scratches from it moving across surfaces, but here's this pontil. This is my first time finding a paperweight with a rough pontil. Usually it is polished in some sort or stamped, but it is gorgeous. It is older. Does have, and it's blue glass, which is interesting, right? I mean, very seldom do you see that blue glass. And then it has this beautiful spatter inside, little reds and whites and blue. There's even some yellow in there. But that's what I called an older blue glass spatter paperweight. And it's got a pre-bid for 10 and it's running. It does look like a donut. I thought that too. Pat, you must, do you collect paperweights? How do you display them? I mean, I see all kinds of creative ways, but how do you display yours? Just putting, yeah, there you go, Pat. Here's another one for your collection. I do have an older Chinese, I think. Did I get that one? I can't remember. Maybe I left that one on the shelf because it had some damage, but and then here is another one with a pre-bid. Oh, they're in cabinets. That makes sense. Hopefully they're reinforced cabinets because paperweights can get really heavy really fast, can't they? So this one I just put up as a red lily because that's what somebody listed it online as. It has this red flower. Oh, good. Yeah. Glass just wouldn't cut it, huh? With the blue base, it has a fairly nice polished. It is unmarked. I do not know the maker, but maybe Pat knows it and can tell us. But it's a sweet little paperweight. $10 start and it's running. Oh, yes, I agree. This is a great place to look for those types of things. No, they don't. My kids do. My son, Pat, I think it has, oh, it has a bump right here. See, yep, it has a bump right there. Do you need me to? I can write myself a note to cancel that if you need me to. Do you see it right there? It's a surface, like a surface bubble or bump. It's very, very light. Yeah, very slightly I can feel it. More so with my fingernail right there. I can feel that, but I can't feel the other. So it's like just under the surface. Do you need me to cancel that one? Are you sure? Okay, yeah. It can you see it right there? It looks like a bump or maybe even a little, yeah, it's a bump. All right, if it's okay with you. If you change your mind, you let me know. And I can always cancel that for you. Yeah, children, I mean, they have no idea that it shouldn't have that little piece of, bump right there, right? Thank you for being so sweet. All right, that was all my pre-bids, everyone. So let's take a look at my items here that I have for auction today. If you see something in the shop that you'd like me to run, I do too. Both my kids. My daughter doesn't necessarily collect glass, but she's an oddities dealer, so she likes a lot of the old Victorian and kind of the macabre and morbid kind of stuff for some reason. Must be the grunge kid in her, right? She's 37. My son, he is the glass collector. He does uranium glass, and then I kind of pass my love of glass on to him, and he's starting to get into the paperweights and stuff. So, yeah, I encourage it too. And my kids, I know if something happens to me, let me double check it for you. It has a little maybe a little manganese glow, but very slight. Not just a slight manganese, but not a lot. Maybe more at the edges where the glass kind of, comes together. All righty. Well, I had my son, I showed this to him, speaking of my son who collects glass. He does more mid-century stuff. He also deals in mid-century furniture. But he says, Mom, you got to put that on knickknacks. So this is an African artwork that I picked up. It is signed right here. It looks like it's from Zaire. And if you look very closely, the woman's clothing are actual butterfly wings. Check that out. So they painted the background, the tree and everything, but the lady, her clothing, her hat, her face, everything is butterfly wings. Isn't that amazing? And it's all framed. It says it was framed in Pittsburgh. It's an older kind of matting on the back there. But I think it's just adorable with those butterfly wings. Very, very unique. Anyway, that's going to start at 18 and it's running and signed by the author. There are other examples of it online, but it was just the figure with nothing in the background. This one has the whole tree, some type of tree in the African Serengeti or something, but it's beautiful. It is. Let me grab that. I was wondering why you hadn't looked at that one. Let me pull that one up for you. Let me get it to stage so you can see. This one came with, there was a lot of 3 with the Jablonski, but it's not marked. It's not signed. So I'm not certain who the maker is. I didn't find another example, but I love it. It's got these beautiful colored bubbles with tails. Do you see them? There's like the orange tail, and then it goes to a bubble, an elongated bubble here. Then you have a similar one with the blue that goes all the way up to the top, and then a yellow bubble. Very, very unique. I couldn't find another one. Although eBay has been sorry, I said it. I shouldn't have said that. The Big E has been hard to find stuff lately. I don't know when I search. It's just don't want to bring anything up. So egg-shaped, great condition, unmarked, polished pontal, no signature. Let me double check because sometimes they sign on the outside. I'm just double checking, Pat, make sure there aren't any condition issues on this one. Yep, looks good. And that one's going to start at 20 and it's running. I haven't either. It's just, it almost looks like something swimming, you know, some type of creature swimming. The bubbles are like swimming creatures with tails diving into the blue, right? It almost gives me, and forgive me, I don't mean to, you know, discount it, but it's like alien vibes, like a sci-fi vibe, right? It's just really interesting. There you go, Pat. That one's coming home to you too. Sweet little paperweight there. You're going to have, I might have to, good, I'm glad you're happy. I'll see how heavy they get, Pat. I might have to box them in 2 separate boxes if it gets too heavy. But I'll message you and let you know that. Oh, I have more paperweights, but that's for another time. I don't have any more. I'm just looking to see. I have more Chinese, like Millefiori. I have an older one, I think, Chinese, but I have some Chinese Millefiori. But you've got yourself a nice, look at what you have over here, Pat. Look at that. Sweet. Sweet stuff over there. Looking good. Whoops. All right. Let's see what's next on this list here. Here we have probably Italian or Spanish. I've seen them. It could be Empoli or Spanish glass, amber glass, whiskey or liqueur bottle. I'm not sure if this is flashed. A lot of times they're flashed. It doesn't feel flashed, but it's got the diamond point on the sides. It's the smaller one, you know, because they have them in like, this is small, then there's like a medium size one and then a taller one. So this one's going to start at $8 and it's running. I have some Fenton. I have some Fenton uranium glass. I have a Fenton bell back there. Got some poodles. All right. Then let's see what's next. This is a more contemporary piece. It's anthropology. What it was is it had a gold candle on the base, and this just sat on top of the gold candle. But what was nice is when the gold candle was all used up, you can just use this as a Christmas tree, as a decoration. So this is going to be running for $10, and it's running. It's glass, iridized, with a pink little finial on the top. I know it's a little early for Christmas, but like I said, if I find it during the week, I'm going to run it. So that when I'm done with it, if it doesn't sell, it goes into my Christmas group and collection, and then I run that later on when we get closer. Thank you. Let's see what else. So this is a piece of Bleak. It is black label, which I know is collectible for some people. It means it's older, but when I set this down, it has that sound that tells me it might have a crack in it. I have searched under lights. I have looked, and now I just found it. What do you know? I think it's got a little crack started right here. There's a tiny, tiny chip, but I did discount. Looks like it goes about down to there. I did discount the price on this for somebody who collects black label Bleak. It's a good find. You really can't see the damage, but I did want to be very clear that it has that crack right there. Just going down about that far. $5 start, and it's running. Now that black label does have all of that Gaelic on there. that the other labels don't necessarily have. All right, let me set that down. Then, oh, this tray that I'm going to show you, I feel like it's something big. It's not Limoges. It might be German, but it is stunning. The paint on this, so gorgeous. And it's so big I can't show you. Make sure that that's not spinning. So it is a big tray. I think I put the size in the, stop. There we go. In the description. Let me give you a good look at this. So I think those look like artichokes. Other pieces that were similar called these thistles. So it is a cobalt and gold. If you look at it's all raised. The design is all raised where the gold is. Everything gold is raised. Especially these little thistle fronds here are very, very raised. But it is gorgeous. It has this mark on the back. I'm not sure if that's KGC, GK. I Googled the mark. I can't find it. But I just feel like, and then it has this other little mark right here that I also looked at and researched and can't find it. Comes up as Limoges. I know it's not Limoges. It's not marked Limoges, but it is just amazingly gorgeous. So that's going to start at $25. Beautiful little tray with handles, and can be used as a vanity tray to put your perfume bottles on. It can be placed on the wall as decoration if the blue and gold is your color scheme. It's just very beautiful. I couldn't resist. I do love my ceramics too, not just glass, but ceramic glass as well. All right, let's set that down here. Hi, Maddie. Welcome in. Here's a cute little guy. He's so sweet. I can't find out who the maker of him or her is. It can be whatever you'd like it to be. But look at that little impish smile and those eyes. It is ceramic. It's not resin. It has a ceramic hole in there to let the air out so it doesn't fall apart. There's the marking. But he's just so cute. He's got little flowers on his back. His tail is curled up. Just a cute little impish kitty cat. And it's going to start at 8 and it's running. If there's anything you'd like to see in the shop, just let me know. I can pull it up right away for you. My phone is glitching. I apologize. It tends to start doing that about the middle of my show for some reason. It gets tired of focusing, I guess. All right. How about a copper Jello mold? These tend to do really good in my booth. It is a large one. It's not the small koi. Let me pull this up. Sorry. I put the measurements in there. So it's the older one. It has the stamp on it. There is the stamp. What is that? Duro or Burro? B&M made. Portugal, I think is what that says. So copper toned koi fish. And let's get that started for $10. If you're just coming in, I do have a Thursday theme show. My theme this week is milk glass. I have a lot of Fenton milk glass. It's already preloaded and it's already out there. So if you want to take a look at that, it's my show then. It's the same time, 9 o'clock. That's Pacific, 12 o'clock Eastern. But there's some good deals on some milk glass there. Now, who doesn't love a little, whoops, this one's a crouching, not the standing, a little spaghetti poodle here. This one's crouching, and it is the white ceramic with, it's not really spaghetti, but it's more frit with the gold accents on it. Has a beautiful little rose there, pink paws, no damage. Even has the felt pieces to keep it from damaging your countertops or the bottom of the feet. Look at this sweet little face. Just adorable. There's the rose, no damage to that. And this is going to start at 14 and it's running. Hi, retired teacher. Haven't seen your name in a while. Good to see you. From one retired teacher to another. All right. And our next one here is this cute little guy. I'm surprised I didn't keep it. I do have two black Cairn Terriers. Oops, sorry about getting my shirt in your face there. But isn't he cute? He's got a little red polka dotted bow tie. This, I think, looks more like a, with those ears and everything, looks more like a, what do they call it? A bulldog? But he's got this little striped ball on his nose. He's sitting up, and he's just Frenchie. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. You helped me out there. Appreciate it. But he is adorable, sitting there with that ball on his nose. That's going to start at 8, and it's running. I love Frenchies. I have a friend that has several. But I've never really had any Frenchies in my, like life. So I don't know what their temperament is, but they are so darn cute. All right. Set that aside. Oh, do you? Yeah. I love the terriers. I don't know. I love the Cairn Terriers. This is like our third set we've had. And they're just, their temperament just fits our temperament. They don't shed, which is nice. And the two that we have right now, they don't bark. They bark when it's necessary, like when they hear somebody or something's going on in the backyard, like when the coyotes howl, they will bark. But they're barkless, which is nice. So the doorbell rings and I don't get all that yapping, And they don't shed, which is wonderful. All right. How about some glowy glasses, I call it. So this is Fenton. It is cherry chain pattern. So you can see the cherries, and sorry about the dirt. I did clean it out a little bit. More on the outside, it had some of those, satin glass sometimes gets those little marks. I took a magic eraser to it. It just needs a little bit more of that on the inside. Cherry chain pattern, and then on the outside here, beautiful. It is marked Fenton. You can see the Fenton mark there. So it's post 1970. Here is the glowy effect. Let me get my lights off and put the black light on it. There you go. So piece of Fenton cherry chain custard bowl that glows, uranium glass, and it's going to start at 28 and it is running. I don't find it very often, but when I do, I'm surprised Glowy Michelle isn't in here. She's always asking me, do you have anything that glows? And then the time I do, Michelle's not in here. All right, there's that one. I'm going to go ahead, since I have the lights off, and show my other pieces of glowy glass. So I'm going to go out of order a little bit to do that. First, the other set of glowy glass I have are these, I think they're Tiffin. Oh, they're already glowing and I don't even have any. Oh, that light is showing. That's why I have my light on. So these are two, they're champagne glasses, the short champagne glasses. Hi, Gail. And it's their base that glow is uranium. They're not the watermelon glass. So this isn't pink. It's more of a brown kind of color. Has more brown in it than pink. So, but their bases do glow. I could not find a match for these. That's why Tiffin ? Is on there. Hi, Emily. Welcome in. I think, Gail, I saw you come in too. But beautiful, glowy champagne glasses, and that is running. Hi, Surplus. Welcome in. And Robin. I'm just showing all my glowing glass, getting it out of the way while I have my lights off. Take a look in the shop. If there's anything that you'd like me to run, just let me know. I'm glad to do that. Hi, Minnie Pooh. Welcome in. So that's the second glowing glass that I have. And then the third piece I have is not uranium. It's probably cadmium. And it's this gorgeous yellow cabbage leaf. I know it's only one, but I thought, you know what? If somebody likes the glowy glass, they would really love this. This one's not showing up with this light as well as it showed up with this one. It has a very red kind of glow to it. You see it? It's cadmium, but it has this beautiful little cabbage. I just thought it would be good for somebody's cabinet that they have for uranium glass and glowing glass. Hi, Dream Sprite, welcome in. But this is, it comes across as a newer piece and more of a margarita glass. But I thought, you know what the heck, $5 start on that, we can do that. The little cadmium glow. Get my lights back on. And got some vintage stuff here. All right, thank you for looking at that. Might make a good planter of some sort too. This is another piece of Fenton that I have. It is kind of specific. It does say mother on it. But if you're a mother, you could, like this Fenton hand-painted bell. It's a mini bell. It has the diamond optic in it. It is signed right here by Jackie D. Can you see that? It's kind of in there. There it is. That's better. Jackie D, I believe. And it is a Fenton bell. Has its ringer. And let's go ahead and get that started. $7 and it's running. Can't believe we're already here in August and it's already like August, 11th? I can't remember what the date is today. That's kind of funny. That's what happens when you retire, right? Retired teacher, you lose track of the days. What's the date today? What day of the week is it? All right. How about this gorgeous cobalt geisha scene vase? And it has the gold accents. This one has this scene. Hi, Bayberry, welcome in. And then on the other side, it's this scene. This has a mark. It is made in Mexico. I had to really dig in to find, and it does have a small chip, I just now noticed, right there on the base. Could take a little blue marker and hide that very easily. I am going to take the price down since I just noticed that it had that chip. And we're going to take that down to 10. And it is running. Unfortunately, retired teacher, the days go by fast. I've been retired for 5 years. I'm like, how is that even possible? But it's true. I did go back 2 years to teach. So I retired a year, went back a year to finish because they needed somebody in kindergarten. Then I retired for a year, and then I went back again to finish the year for somebody. And then I'm now on my second year of straight retirement with no going back to work. So that's kind of, I guess that's an accomplishment for me anyway. I couldn't stay retired. All right. How about this neat piece? It is handmade, but it's adorable. Look at these little rock owls with their little painted faces. This one looks a little angry. But somebody made it on this piece of driftwood. They polished the driftwood up really nice. It stands this isn't showing you as well as it does stand on its own. It's just adorable. Hi, A-Hubs, welcome in. And it's going to start at $12 and it's running. It's a great holiday piece for the fall. They're just sitting there. I guess we could call this judgy owls, right? Aren't they judging us? We're watching you, but they're cute. I love them. I've had them on my TV stand judging me from afar. Hey, Nick Snacks. Welcome in. All right. How about Indiana glass? I love Indiana glass. And I've been known to say on here, I think Indiana glass is underrated. But I have a couple of these, so I thought I need to get rid of one. So this isn't a weekly find, but it's something that I've had hiding on my shelf here. It is Indiana Glass King's Crown Open Candy Dish. It is the blue carnival, so it has the blue glass with the iridescence on the outside. And it's going to start at 12, and it is running. I love this color. This is my favorite Indiana Glass color, the blue carnival. It's just beautiful. If you're just coming in, take a look at the shop. If there's something you'd like me to run, even if I already ran it, I'm happy to run it again for you. And this is Jeanette glass. Now, a lot of times this particular style dish is flashed. I can't tell for certain. I've tried to look and see. Hi, Pixie Stick Stacy. Welcome in. Other Stacy, because I'm a Stacy too. I can't tell. So it might be flashed, but I can't really tell. I don't think it's teal glass, to be honest with you. But it has this little group of grapes on the top as a finial. It's in excellent condition. I love the teal color of it. And then here is the base. Beautiful little 4 feet on that with the grape leaves and the grapes all the way around. It's called Grape Harvest, Harvest Grape. And no chips, no cracks. Starting at 15 and it's running. How's your day going, Stacy? Hope it's going well for a Monday. What can you ask for but a good Monday, right? All right. Set that aside. And I love this. I've actually had this for a while. I've been keeping my jewelry in it, because I've been doing jewelry shows. But I thought that's not fair. I said I would share anything that I get with you all. So what we have here, I'm just trying to turn off my turntable, and it's not helping me. Okay, there we go. It's a wooden. It's a soft wood. It's not a very heavy wood jewelry box. Let me get it open here. You can see inside it's painted black. It has these hinges here. But I love the carved kitty cat on the front. And I know I have a lot of cat lovers here. Oh my goodness, till 1. Oh, and were there people up? I guess from back here, though, it would have only been is that 11 o'clock here? So you might have had some people from the West Coast. Then it's carved with these little intertwined chains here. It is not marked with the maker or a sticker. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry if I don't catch your name as you come in. Hi, Jenny B. So it's large. It's 9 inches across on this one here. So it's a fairly large wood jewelry box. And it is going to start at 18 and it's running. Hi, Mama Sachs. Welcome in. Oh, night owl crowd. Is there really I am not a night owl. I am an early bird. So I go to bed early and I get up early. You made them all go to bed. Good for you. Tell them, go to bed, right? We're done now. Go to bed. That's sweet. All right. And the kitty cat's off to the side here. And then we have this cute little trinket. Oh, actually, I think it's a jam jar, I think. Is that what I got? Jam jar. Because it has the little, oh, I thought it had a slot in it. No, it's just a little jar. Okay. But it's the courting couple with the blue, and then it has these different scenes on the top. Oh, that's sweet. Different scenes. Always playing music for her. Looks like they're having a picnic. Oh, the first kiss, maybe, or a hug. I'm not sure. There is a little bit of iridescence on the white porcelain part. It is unmarked, has no chips, no condition issues, and it's going to start at 5 and it's running. If there's anything you see, let me know. I'll even just show it to you. Don't have to run it. I do have some glowing glass. I have some uranium glass and a little cadmium glower. All right, this one, even though it's just one I had to pick it up, and I'm going to put it in my milk glass show, I think, too. I just realized I can put it in my milk glass. Look at this. It's a 3D chick coming out of a cup, but I think it's supposed to be an egg cup. I'm not sure. Hi guys. Hi Dee. Hi dog. Welcome in. Take a look in the shop. Let me know if you're interested. But it's just beautiful milk glass, $8 start. No maker on him. I looked and looked, but he's cute. The little chick coming out. Maybe it's not an egg cup because it is kind of deep, but it's still cute with that little chick on there. All right, setting that aside. I think I'm getting to the bottom of my list here. How many? Oh no, I still have a few. Maybe 8. Let me put that aside and move this to stage. This pretty basket is that stretch glass. It is multicolored. Blue, pink, green, some white maybe. And it has somewhat of a roughly polished poncho on that, but it is a basket, has 2 handles. Somehow there is probably some ash. That looks like it's on the outside though. Maybe it got some ash on it when they pulled the handles up, and then they use this tool to crimp the edges. But it's very, very pretty. Let me turn the light on that one. There we go. And that's starting at 8 and it's running. Hi, Quirky Penguin. Welcome in. It's a cute little pulled glass basket. Take a look in the shop. Let me know if you need to see anything. I had some great paperweights that went right away this morning. So all my paperweights are gone. This I got in a lot with those paperweights. Cannot find a maker on this one. It's not really fused glass. What it is they made this little glass panel with the little clear center. Then on the back, as you can see, they either pressed probably pressed this petroglyph into it and then covered the petroglyph, any part where there was that clear glass, with copper leaf. And I know it's copper leaf because a few little pieces have pulled off of it, so it's very fragile. And then it makes this neat little petroglyph deer. Very neat little paperweight. Just sits down on the table like that. But I could not find another sample of that. But it's going to run for $12. It's really neat. You can put it in a little carrier, I don't know if the stand is going to be too big. You know, a stand or something to show it off. Very Native American looking. All right, taking that down. What's next? How about a Princess House glass cat? She's very sweet. She needs to be washed up. She's got a little shelf dust on her. Just got her yesterday. So Princess House, West Germany. Cat. Her ears are there. Nose is smooth. I did check her little feet when I bought her to make sure that they were not chipped up. She's going to start at 8 and she is running. I have this other cute little kitty cat back there if you're into cats. Kind of quirky cat. For quirky penguin. No? All right. This is another little one. I can't really help myself when I see a little mini. Look how tall he is. He's just so tiny. Hi, Christy. Little blue jay, and he's got a little planter in him. Unmarked, just very sweet. And that one's going to start at 5, and it's running. Little blue jay planter, or ring holder, or air plant, succulent, whatever. Thanks, Melissa. He is cute, huh? Yay! He's going to you. Just adorable. Oh, he has a little foot over here that I didn't show. But no issues. Thank you, Melissa. And then I have the second. I had a crouching poodle, and then I have this standing. It's not really spaghetti, but I called it a spaghetti. It's that frit, like the salt texture or the sugar texture with the gold brushed over the top. This has a rose, no problems. This one's standing. There's a cute little paws. This one also has the felt dots to keep it from scratching up. In excellent condition. So that's the standing one, $14 start, and it's running. And then I also have a crouching one that matches. Let me start getting some stuff ready for a table scan for those who shop with their eyes. All right. And let's see what's next. Just getting all this stuff put back where I had it. I don't usually buy textiles, but this was in a lot. So here I am with a piece of textile. This is machine stitched. The 7 glass fish. No, I haven't gotten to that one yet, Melissa, but I can run those next for you. Okay. I'll show them to you. There's a couple of them. One has, I think, a chip on the tail, but I just ran the whole thing since there are 7 little fish. So this is machine stitched. You can tell by the back. It's just stitched in there. But it's a table runner. It's cotton with this flower design on each corner. And I put the length, the dimension, I think it was 26 long by 12 wide. And that one's going to run for $6. And then I'll get those fish up next for you, Melissa. Take this time to get a drink of water. I might wash that and starch it and use it myself. All right, here are the little fish. They were actually up next. These are what they look like. You can see this one's tail compared to the other one. He's missing his tail. But I think the other one just has a little chip down here, but all the others are fine. So you have 5 that are completely there, but they're on this piece of wire. 7 cobalt blue glass fish to use how you wish, and they're running for 7 and 20 seconds. Thank you, Melissa. And then I think I only have one more item, And then we are going to do a table scan. All right, Melissa, that's coming home to you. Put them with your cute little birdie. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. One more item. Since we're on the subject of fish, I just love fish. So, but it is a fish nut cracker. Do you see the little divots in there? You put your nuts in and you squeeze it tight. It's just all wood nutcracker. $5 start on that, and it's running. Good condition. I love the little scales. All there. All right, so this is my last item that I haven't run. Everything's been run now. So let's do a table scan. If there's something you're interested in, just holler it out. If not, then we'll be checking to see who we can rate into. So we have this beautiful piece. It's African. The woman, her clothes, her arms, her head, and that basket are all made of butterfly wings. So it's just, there are others you can find online, but this one had trees and pots that the other ones didn't, and it is signed down there. I think it says Zaire. We have a copper mold, those two little judging owls on a piece of driftwood, a little anthropology Christmas tree, decanter. We have that standing poodle, little piece of Jeanette glass candy dish, some stretch glass, this kitty cat jewelry box. So you can kind of see what's left today. That's uranium glass bowl. It's Fenton. It's marked. Indiana glass open candy dish. These are uranium glass Tiffin champagne glasses. That fish that I just showed you, and this beautiful tray. So if there's no other interest, let's see who we can rate into real quick. We've got Mimi's Trunk, Weekend Finds and Quilts, Kiss My Glass, Then Buy It. That's so funny. Robin's Sisters Market, and Jamie Flippin' Vantiques. I think we're going to go see Jamie. I don't think I have rated into Jamie before, but let me turn the camera around and say thank you all for coming in to see me today, and I hope you have a great week. On Thursday, I do have my theme show. My weekly theme show is Milk Glass, so it's already preloaded, ready to go. Take a look in there. If I find anything on Tuesday, I usually shop on Tuesdays, or I'll throw that in there too. But right now, that's what I have in terms of Milk Glass. But thanks for joining me on my weekly finds, and I hope to see you again. Let's go see Jamie Flippin' Vantiques, not Vantiques, Vantiques. Have a great day, everybody. See you soon.